Hey guys, welcome back. I'm back with another very simple card for you guys, especially if you have a Cricut or a die cutter or an SVG something or other that can cut those things out, or even if you just have dies that do this same sort of thing. There's a lot of companies now that have dies of shapes of things like cupcakes, because everybody needs a cupcake, just saying. Anyway, so I will walk you through the stuff as we go, just to save on time a bit, I think. So I think to start with, I'm going to put this little guy together. So he or she is from the Smiley cards Cricut cartridge, and this is going to be real easy to put together, honestly. I think I might use, no, let's use tape if I find it. Be useful, right? Been a while. So I'm just going to, first thing is to get this little one on. Tape's a bit wide. And I think in my last video, depending which way around I'm doing all these videos and you guys are going to see them, I'd said about how I've sort of lost my mojo. So I don't know if you guys are still feeling that way or if you feel like that ever, but I get frustrated with it because I just want to craft. But I sit there for days wondering what to do, and yeah, things just don't always happen. So anyway, I'm going to show you how easy this is to put together as well. So this is the base piece, which we'll cut out, which is kind of like your backdrop to the whole thing, if I can get that off there. And so this first layer will go on the bottom here, and it will just line up with the bottom of that edge. Now I know this looks funny, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Then your next piece is your cupcake top, which is going to layer on the top of it. So you could pop this bit up, but I'm not going to today. So let me zoom you in a bit more, maybe. There you go. It's a little bit better. You can use all sorts of adhesive. You don't have to use tape. You can use wet adhesive if you've got that. It's probably quicker with wet adhesive, to be honest. But you know me. Or a tape runner. So this is going to simply line up again at the top of the cupcake, and that creates the frosting on the cake. And this is just sticky on the back. It's like tack, because I use some, I don't know where I've put it, some Crafter's Companion stick and spray, which is like a temporary adhesive. So that works really, really well for when your mats start to not be so sticky. So should I use this? Yeah, let's use this. You can't see what I'm doing, but yeah. Right, so then there are some cheeks, some cheekies, cheekaroos. That will go on there. And there are guidelines here as to where to put said cheeks. I find that, like, when I use my Cricut, it's just, things are so much easier. I mean, it takes you a little while to cut everything out, but everything's just so easy. Oh, got some glue on there. Lovely. Right. So these, oh, we're going to put one up there just to hide that. There are just some sprinkles that cut out as well. it off. Sticking in my finger. Doesn't look right. Right, hold on a second. Don't know why it doesn't look right. Just using the picture as a guide to where to put these things. So a lot of these cartridges will have like guided pictures. So if you've got the handbooks, or if you use Cricut Design Space, even as a free tool, you can see the images obviously because you can use it as a free tool, and then you can just decide how, you can see how some of these go together. So we're just going to wing it at this point. Let's see. Why am I having such trouble with this? Just gonna, sorry about that, my camera died. Of course. So there's the little cupcake all put together, and I have this happens to be an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of cardstock folded at 4 1/4. This was some 8.5 by 11 cardstock I got. I think this is Gina K cardstock, if I remember right. Innocent pink maybe, I'm not sure. Anyway, and then I have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 sized card that is going to go on top of that, but I have some ribbon that I want to tie to it first. So I'm just going to get and I should have done this before I cut anything. So, of course. So I just want to see, I kind of have an idea of where I want it. So again, and I've cut that a bit long, but anyway, again I just want to kind of grab it behind, sort of somewhat taut. You've seen me do this before, and then stick it at the back. Now I already had the tape there, so that's fine, but if you didn't, then you could use some sticky tape, sellotape. Other brands are available. And I'll just put some extra tape over the top so we make sure it doesn't come off. So now I can get that on the card base. And I want it to go this way. Do I want it this way, or do I want it this way? Oh, changing my mind. Yeah, let's have it this way. So, just going to stick this, she says, to the card. Yes, like so. Super simple. Now before I actually put that on, I have my pink stamper Yummylicious. Now the reason I've brought out a few of her stamp sets recently in these videos, one is because they go so well with Cricut images, and two is because they're punny and I love a good pun. So this one isn't really, but you'll see more of that. And then I'm going to use some Distress Oxide in Spun Sugar. This is as close as a pink. It's kind of sort of like the light pink, but not the same colour. But it's being an oxide, it's kind of a combination of a pigment and a dye, so it means it'll sit on top of the paper, which is what we want. So I'm just going to sort of, whoa. Right, so for everybody who hasn't had a heart attack, myself included. I'm so sorry. This is why I shouldn't work on a glass mat when I'm not doing voiceovers. Right, so I'm just getting the inkiness on there, and I know roughly where I want this. I'm going to go about there, and then it will show up on the cardstock because of the pigment. Can't talk. Throwing things all over the place. It will show up on your dark cardstock, so that's a pretty neat thing. And then I'm just going to pop this one up with some of these. I happen to have dimensionals from Stampin' Up, but you could use any pop dot kind of thing, like a foam dot kind of thing. You could even cut down some foam tape, 3D foam tape, into sort of blocks or strips. That will work just fine. Then I'm going to pop her over there. Like so. And then one more thing I'm going to do is add some ribbon. Or some more, I should say. So because these polka dots, if you want your polka dots to be on the right side up, when you go through, push your ribbon through, twist it as you pull it through, and it'll come to the top. And then do that. I'm not normally the best with ribbons, so I think this is pretty good going. So there you go. I think we need one more thing though. And I think you'll agree. See if I can get it to work. Right, so this is Crystal White Blizzard, and this is a Nouveau Crystal glitter drop thing. I'm just going to put this on the sprinkles and on her cheeks, because every cupcake needs sparkly cheeks, I think anyway. Like so. Ta-da! So there you go. Hopefully you can, I can't see whether you guys can see the sparkly. It'll be kind of shiny at the moment, and then when it dries it'll be super sparkly. There's a rogue thing on my cupcake. Right, so I hope you've enjoyed this. Sorry about the dropping of stuff, but I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will be back with some more very soon. Bye guys.